so pasty. See, Nate. In the morning show. We'll stay for just a minute because I want to kind of catch up with the chat. Nate, I still have my stomach in my body. My bypass can be reversed. Oh, that's good, Virginia. See, for real people forums, Larry, they know better than some. Yeah, true. Rayanne, can you say my name? Rayanne. Oh, thanks. No, it won't look different. Blood work would be how to know if you're anemic or deficient. They said that I'm right on the precipice of being anemic in my last blood work. So B12 helps with anemia? Not quite yet. I mean, I wasn't quite there, but it was like right on the precipice. See, YouTube is where some of my... Yes, me too, Claudette. YouTube. See, best decision I ever made. When they do the sleeve, they remove the entire stomach. I have studied about the surgeries for an entire year before I did them. That was good, Virginia. That way you knew exactly what you were going to get. I had a good nap today. I suffer from twin syndrome. That will be better soon when they're so active, which is about 18 years away. Yes. I thought the sleeve was when they turned the stomach into like a sleeve. No, I don't know. No. See, I'm anemic. My blood work is all wacky. Oh no, Nicole. My sister. Whoops, where'd they go? My sister went to Mexico for her sleeve. She did. Man, I don't know if I'd have enough guts to do that. I had a friend. I consider her like more of an associate, I guess. She's a friend of my relatives, but she went to Mexico to get her dentures done, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I would have done that. I'd be scared because they have different like medical standards than we do. I don't know, but I'm glad she did it, and I'm assuming she's good. I'm assuming she's okay. Bypass. They connect your intake directly to your outtake, bypassing the gut. Oh, wow. Huh. Oh, no. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I broke my rib a week ago, and it's so hard to breathe. Oh, no, Ability Z. I hope you're better. I hope that what do they do when you break your ribs? They like put a bandage around you so that you don't move too much. Let's see. That's the morning show. Victoria, that's the morning show. Join me tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern with Marcel. Oh, it's tomorrow? I thought it was today. I thought it was Tuesdays. Am I wrong? It's not Tuesdays. It's tomorrow. Okay, he's live right now. See, plus I have GERD severe and a hiatal hernia. Oh, ouch. She lost weight and gained it back. She's on Wegovy now and looking great. Yay! Oh, there's no treatment. I had to get it better on its own. Ouch! Well, I hope you do. I hope it heals really fast, Ability Z. Okay, it is Tuesday. Okay. All right. Well, we are going to wrap up today. We're going to go on over. You guys go over to Marcel's, and here is his link right here. And watch his morning show. Tell him I sent you. He got to send it. Tell him both of us sent you. So, all right. Well, we'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place, and you guys have a wonderful day. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye, guys. Bye, guys. Hold on, let me get to there we go. Bye. doing here? Get your butt over to Marcel's. Bye, guys.
All right, Victoria, thank you very much. And to everyone, welcome in to Mornings with Marcel and Friends. We got Ability Z and Tamerlyn who wants to join me on the comment side. Thank you both. To everyone else, let's get the show started, which starts right now. Oh yes, it is going to be an amazing show. I like to thank my amazing girl Victoria for sending the love from me, and of course, tell her Sandra, Ability C, and Larry. Hi all, good to see you. It has been a fantastic ride. So, it is going to be an amazing 30-minute show, ladies and gentlemen. If you saw my amazing guest from yesterday, or should I say from last week's Tuesday show, Clayton will be joining me to discuss the latest in politics and sports and everything in between. Go back there and give a like as well too. I promise you that. Alright, let's get right into it for you. It's going to be once again, it's going to be a busy 30-minute show. We got the verse of the day coming up, the word of the day as well too. So you better stay exactly where you are. Where's the CNN? Anyways, before we get to today's straightforward, ladies and gents, for what's happening of the verse of the day. Oh, Tamara says, no camera today, picking up eBay orders. Alright, Tamara, good luck for that. Anyways, the news you need to know. I know it's going to be a little bit depressed going on for what's happening around the world, but I had to tell you, I got your news straightforward and what to expect for your busy day ahead. I know you're heading to work or school going on there. The premiere week is going to be not far from what? Not go far away anytime soon. So, fingers crossed, my friends. Trump, Emmy Awards, severe weather, Middle East, and SpaceX. So, it is Tuesday, September the 17th, and let's go straight forward to you, my friends, with the news you definitely need to know to get you up to speed and on with your day. And my podcast, Morning News Headlines, episode 426, or should I say episode 426, what is it? 426. The 426th episode is available right now wherever you get your podcast to choose from. Here we go. Starting with Trump, and the FBI is investigating an apparent assassination attempt on former president at his golf club in Florida back 2 days ago. He is safe and was not harmed in the incident from his campaign. It comes just 2 months after Trump survived an assassination attempt at his rally in Pennsylvania. Law enforcement sources identified the person detained as a 56-year-old owner of a small construction company in Hawaii, who frequently criticized Trump on social media. The man was detained shortly after the Secret Service spotted a rifle barrel sticking through the fence of the golf course, and agents fired at a man who was in the bushes along with the perimeter. President Biden and Vice President Harris issued statements condemning political violence, adding that they will ensure that the Secret Service has all the resources necessary to protect the former president. All right, 2 days ago from the Emmys and the Primetime Emmys in Los Angeles, which honored the best in American television, which handed out. It was a huge night for the historical epic Shogun, which became the first ever non-English language series to win Best Drama, along with wins for lead actor, actress, and directing. While the comedy category saw big wins for The Bear that take place on FX, including for star Jeremy Allen White, but it was Hacks, a woman-led series about an Asian stand-up and a young comedy writer that took the Outstanding Comedy Series prize. Netflix's show Baby Reinder, that is, won the Emmy for Outstanding Limited Series, Anthology, or TV Movie. The show's creator Richard Gadd won Writing and Acting Emmys, and supporting actress Jessica Gunny also took home a statue for her performance. Changing gears, ladies and gents, to your waterfront. Some of the heaviest rain in decades hit parts of Central and Eastern Europe over the weekend, causing flooding and widespread disruptions. A low-pressure system dubbed Storm Boris dumped months' worth of rain onto several of Europe's historic capitals, including Vienna, Bratislava, and Prague. That's right, Bratislava. Red alerts, the highest level warning, are still in effect for portions of Poland, Germany, the Czech Republic, Austria, and Slovakia. At least 8 people have died, authorities say. Meanwhile, Shanghai was brought to a standstill, but what China says it's the city's strongest storm in 7 decades today. Typhoon Babika made landfall in the suburbs southeast of the metropolis with wind speeds of 80 miles per hour, the equivalent of the Category 1 Atlantic hurricane. Straight to Middle East, my friends, where the Israeli military says that 3 Israeli hostages whose bodies were recovered from Gaza in decades, or should I say in December, were most likely killed as a result of an Israeli airstrike. Recovering the hostages captured by Hamas on October the 7th is one of the main goals of Israel's campaign in Gaza as pressure builds to end the humanitarian crisis in the region. U.S. officials are trying to get the both sides to agree to a deal first laid out by President Biden in May. The 3-phase proposal pairs the release of hostages with a full and complete ceasefire. Since then, talks have stalled and both sides have pointed to what they see as glaring holes in the framework, with Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu insisting that Israel forces will never leave the stretch along the Egypt-Gaza border known as the Philadelphia Corridor. And last but not least, SpaceX Polaris Dawn all-civilian crew returned to Earth Sunday after a 5-day mission to orbit that included the world's first commercial spacewalk. The Crew Dragon capsule splashes down off of the coast of Florida at 3:37 Eastern, 12:37 Pacific, concluding the high-risk event. The Polaris Dawn mission made history as it reached a higher altitude than any human has traveled in 5 decades. A spacewalk conducted back on Thursday also marked the first time such as endeavor has been completed a privately funded and operated mission. The crew's apogee, or farthest point from Earth, made 2 crew members the first woman ever to fly so far from our planet. Let's head to Breakfast Browse as we're wrapping up today's 5 things. Mid-Autumn Festival, mooncakes, lanterns, and so much more. It will start on the 17th. That's today. Penguin wins New Zealand's Bird of the Year. Asia Wilson and rookie Caitlin Clark smashed records in the WNBA. Making arts and crafts improves your mental health. And scenic fall drives when you can get your foliage fix this year. Alright, remember on the Morning News Headlines podcast episode 426 about the in memoriam, the passing note, is one of the brothers of the iconic group of Jackson 5 has died, named Tito Jackson. His sons announced back 2 days ago and he was 70. ABC, I Want You Back and I'll Be There is all the 3 great amazing songs, but the family group included brothers Jackie, Tito, Jermaine, Marion, and global superstar Michael Jackson. The Jackson 5 was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1997 and produced in the 70s for several number 1 hits. May rest in peace. $2 million, that's today's Mornings with Marcel and Friends number, and that's nearly how much Home Depot will pay to settle a civil enforcement claim for charging customers or overcharging. The complaint filed in San Diego Supreme Court said they when people at their home improvement store brought an item to checkout, they won't be charged more money than was written on the shelf tag or on the item itself. And boxer Sario Canelo Alvarez is today's Mornings with Marcel and Friends quote, to wrap things up, celebrating his win Saturday night against Igor Balananda to retain his unified super middleweight world title. He won by anonymous decision after the pair clashed in Las Vegas on a date that had extra significance for Alvarez. It came over Mexican Independence Day weekend, etc. I'm the best fighter in the world. I'm the best fighter in the world. He's the best fighter in the world, ladies and gents. How about that? All right, that is your Tuesday's installment of the 5 Things. Back next Tuesday for more. Remember, my podcast, Morning News Headlines, episode 426, is available right now. All right, let's change gears before we have some short preamble coming up. Your Bible verse of the day. Guess what today's Bible verse of the day is? All right, before we get to see what's there, so many comments and so many time, like Larry and Billy DC and many others as well. All right, thank you so much. Please enjoy the verse of the day. It will warm your heart this morning.
Verse of the day for September 17th from Deuteronomy 9:17. Moses reminded the Israelites of his reaction to seeing the golden calf they had demanded, and he said, "So I took the 2 tablets and threw them out of my hands, breaking them to pieces before your eyes." I'm filled where anger, frustration, and disappointment, along with the loss of self-control, have sunk many of God's most significant leaders. And this is true even when what they've seen is horrible and dishonoring to God. Leading can sometimes be an agonizing and disappointing task. Yet God's people would perish without strong leaders full of godly conviction. Despite the failure of some of our leaders and the perils that can beset those who choose to lead, leadership is as honorable as it is vital. Where would Israel have been without Moses or Joshua or Hezekiah or David? So if the Lord is calling you to lead, don't accept his invitation lightly, but please accept it. If you are not a leader, please remember to pray for your leaders and their families as they seek to honor God through their leadership. Let's pray. Holy Lord, please bless your church with leaders of great faith, courage, endurance, and integrity. Open my heart to my leaders and use me to bless and encourage them. Please bless those you've gifted to lead with the courage to answer you when you call them to serve you. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
All right, verseoftheday.com, ladies and gentlemen. Up now here on Mornings with Marcel and Friends. I can guarantee you it will be the preamble on the issues that will took place from the past week and what to expect it for you this time around. You saw the Trump's assassination attempt in Pennsylvania back 2 straight months ago. But back on Sunday, 2 days ago, who is the person who had been identified as the person who almost tried to kill the president itself as 49 days of election day that took place? Well, that is the correct answer for you, and that is today's amazing question, my friends. So, Ryan Ralph is a 50-year-old, and according to NPR, the man arrested in connection with the FBI is calling an apparent attempt assassination of former president, has a likely criminal record, and recent fixation on global politics, particularly Russia's war in Ukraine. So, Ryan Wesley Ralph was born in North Carolina, and of course, he moved to Hawaii, and the suspect, whose local officials identified as a person back on Sunday afternoon in West Palm Beach on the I-95 after what authorities say was possibly an attempt. Life at his golf club. He didn't take time, and he is going to be in jail for sure. But which would be, ladies and gentlemen, the second attack in the last 9 straight weeks. 9 straight weeks. So, I have to tell you for you, let's take a listen from, or should I say, I'm going to read it to you, my friends, and tell me what you really think about the person who's almost tried to shot Donald Trump in the assassination attempt. It's going to be heartbreaking. And the Secret Service said an agent who was stationed one hole ahead of Trump on the International Golf Club there spotted a rifle sticking out of the fence. The suspect holding the rifle was hidden in the shrubbery some 300 to 500 yards away from the Republican presidential nominee. And I had to say for you, I'm going to put the tablet back up there. I am so sorry, folks. So they opened fire on Ralph and took off in a black Nissan, which authorities located on a highway a short while later. Thanks to an eyewitness tip, he left behind a loaded rifle with a scope as well as a digital camera, a backpack, and a bag full of food, according to the unsealed criminal complaint. At 1:59 a.m. Eastern, 10:59 on the West Coast, Saturday night over there, or to say, to about 1:31 here in the East, 10:31 a.m. on the West, when the agent noticed the rifle through the fence, Ralph did not fire his gun and did not have Trump in his line of sight. The acting director, Ronald Roll, said yesterday as the Complaint City's cell phone data that suggests Ralph had been in the vicinity of the golf course for roughly 12 hours. 12 hours! 12 hours! So a longtime resident there from North Carolina, who's most recently lived in Hawaii, he's been charged with possession of a firearm as a felon, and possession of a firearm with a liberated serial number. Folks, what do you think about this fraud named himself? Ryan Ralph. He is... bear with me, folks. He is a no-good person who almost tried to shot the Republican presidential nominee itself. There is no custody. It's not just a police custody. My God. He's a fraud. Almost tried to kill the president. The former president himself. And people buzzing on social media as well about the person. And things is going to be absolutely courageous. And now with this camera, it's set to taking place for you anytime soon. But I had to say, let's listen to the colleagues at the Associated Press about the latest, and it was armed. So the suspect, once again, ladies and gentlemen, is 58-year-old Ryan Wesley Ralph. The suspect is going to be life. It's taking place in Hawaii from the resident there in North Carolina. He appeared briefly in federal court, and he had frequently posted on social media about the war in Ukraine and had a website where he sought to raise money and recruit volunteers to go to Kyiv to join the fight against the invasion of Russia. So, back in February of last year, he posted on X, "Fight and die to stop aggression. Everyone should be outraged and helping." In a video circulating online, this is about good versus evil. I am going to fight and die for Ukraine. And he even traveled there. He posted on X. Okay, let's take this time to listen about it from the Associated Press, and then we'll have to discuss this.
Like I said, pretty kind. I travel a lot for work, and my wife has been here, on her own, and most of the neighbors around here have taken good care of her, and he's been one of them. Like, never mean-spirited and always welcoming, just in general. Every interaction we had with him was very welcoming and kind. I mean, it's just, we heard the news today, and it's just been very surprising. And obviously, it sounds like it's a alleged occurrence, but the officials do their diligence in finding out what really happened. But if he did have anything to do with it, it's very, very shocking to us, certainly.
All right, you heard from the neighbor of the identified suspicious person who almost tried to shot former President Donald Trump is Christopher Tam, the neighbor of Ryan Ralph. So, he definitely video shot by AP at a small demonstration at Kyiv's Independence Square back in April 2 years ago, and 2 months after the President Putin ordered an invasion of the country from Russia. A play card he was holding said, "We cannot tolerate corruption and evil for another 50 plus years or 5 decades. End Russia for our kids." Wore a blue vest with a U.S. flag on the back. The same day, Ruff also visited a makeshift memorial to foreigners killed by Putin. But he never served in the Ukrainian army or worked with its military, said of the Foreigners Coordination Department of the Ukrainian Ground Forces Command, Alexander Sharari. So Ryan Ralph has been arrested thanks to the Secret Service and the FBI on the felony charges for sure, ladies and gentlemen. So he was charged once again of possessing a firearm despite of the prior felony conviction at a possessing of a firearm, also a liberating serial number. Additional charges definitely possible. He will be spending life to jail after the judge definitely warns, ladies and gentlemen. So, I had to say for you, from Ability DC to Larry and Tamara, what do you guys think? What are your thoughts on that person almost tried to shot in the assassination attempt for Trump 2 days ago? It's been 9 weeks. And my thoughts? He is a total suspicious person for all the wrong reasons. You can't go wrong about it. And Tamara Len is a new subscriber. Folks, thank you, Tamara, for amazing subscribing to mine as well. And now, with as always, Victoria's show is about to taking place tomorrow as well too. So, what are your thoughts? Once again, what are your thoughts on that person, Ryan Wesley Ralph? Almost tried to kill the assassination of Donald Trump, the former president and the Republican candidate for this country. He will be life behind bars as well from the judge. He can't take that for sure. And thanks to that fraud, paranoid Secret Service, it will be shut down for sure too. Alright, that's my preamble. And your thoughts. The futures this morning, my friends, following retail sales increase benchmark. So the Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P futures green arrows this morning. They have gained 7% for the Nasdaq 100 futures. The Dow futures has added 136 or 3%, and the S&P 500 futures sits just 65% from a new record heading into today's session. It will start 1 minute away from the opening bell, and yesterday Dow and S&P in the green arrows while the Nasdaq is in red. It's going to be a very mixed day on Wall Street. And last but not least, to wrap up today's mornings with Marcel and friends, today's word of the day. You ready for the word of the day? Well, here we go. It is now 9:30, and to wrap things up, I will do that for you shortly. Today's word of the day is dolly. Dolly. The word has a number of meanings. To dolly can be to physically linger or dawdle, or to waste time. May also mean to play fully, to act playfully, especially in a romantic sense, or to deal with something lightly, or in a way that is not serious. So D-A-L-L-Y, dolly, is your Mornings with Marcel and Friends word of the day. That's right. Today's word of the day, once again, is dolly. On behalf of my socials, thank you Ability Z, Larry, and Tamara for sending the amazing, wonderful comments from right here on today's show. And to everyone else, thank you so much for joining Mornings with Marcel and Friends. My podcast, Morning News Headlines, episode 426, is available right now. And the morning show with Victoria, the internet's favorite queen of mornings, is set to taking place tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern, 5 a.m. Pacific on YouTube. I'm going to put that for you guys on my comment section, so you guys can get some link there. Hang on. So almost to try to wrap up the show. Ooh. Oh my. No. Hang on, folks. Hang on! Ooh! This stupid mouse pad. There it is. Alright, once again, let's go straight to basics for you, ladies and gents. Thank you for joining Mornings with Marcel and Friends. Morning News Headlines, episode 426 is available now. Victoria's is taking place tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern, 5 a.m. Pacific. You can subscribe her and chat along with my amazing friend. Until next Tuesday morning at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific, enjoy the rest of your amazing, well-deserved day ahead. Bye for now, and God bless. See you next Tuesday.